haunted puppet. This video was posted in August 2015. It seems to be a night camera set up to view a glass cage-like setup in which a dollar puppet is locked. The title of the video claims that this is footage of a haunted doll that allegedly choked its owner and then was sealed in this container to keep it from harming anyone else. The video, which is about 1 minute and 15 seconds long, shows the puppet moving its arm to knock loudly on the glass of the container. Not only is this some pretty creepy imagery, hearing your inanimate doll knock on glass this loudly in the middle of the night is probably pretty paralyzing. This, of course, isn't the only haunted doll caught on tape. And who can forget the infamous Annabelle that was said to be haunted by an evil entity? Those that believe in the paranormal strongly agree that it's possible for spirits to possess non-living things. There have been stories of things as simple as jewelry being haunted by lost souls. It's more popular that they control dolls though, as they're the most human-like inanimate things around. More importantly, nothing makes for a scary story like a doll controlled by unknown forces from beyond. Man relates his out-of-body experience. This video isn't that haunting from first glance. It's just a man singing in front of the camera. Perhaps just for fun, perhaps for practice. It's the content of this man's song that truly adds an eerie air to the video. The 3-minute video was uploaded by J Sandler 48 in January 2007. Basically, he's singing a song about a near-death experience in the afterlife.
I'm glad I almost died. Tell me what happened to you. One day I had a heart attack. Were you dead now turning blue? Yes, I was, but they brought me back. What happened while you were dead? I left my body and floated free.
It wouldn't be so bad if the morbid subject wasn't presented in such a cheery tone by this performer. More importantly, this video was apparently posted to 4chan from PetiteTube as well, making it even more creepy. Taking a look at the rest of J Sandler's 48's content, it's pretty apparent that he's interested in writing his own music, probably for theater. That should make light of the video, but it actually makes it worse considering most of his videos are either very morbid and centered around death, or intensely sexual. Overall, he seems happy and content with his work. He's just enjoying himself and probably knows that people find his videos comical or a little odd. Either way, nothing can take away from the creepy feeling you get hearing someone say, "I'm glad I died," while clapping and smiling. The latest video to his page was uploaded about 6 months ago. Please keep in mind that this guy is just trying to use the YouTube platform to express himself, and you should not gear hate towards him, even if his videos are a bit questionable and unsettling. This video, as well as the next one, were featured in a PetiteTube list created by Rainbot Horror, who will be linked below. The game is afoot. We must return him to this world. This video also gained most of its attention from PetiteTube, but looking at the rest of the content on this channel actually feels the horror aspect of this video. While it does seem to be some sort of art project or horror series, the off chance of someone believing these posts is enough to worry anyone who stumbles across them. This particular video was posted on January 12th, 2016 from the YouTube channel Zawan's Chosen. The video is barely over a minute long, and it consists of a point of view perspective of someone tearing apart paper that has cartoon characters printed on it. The paper also has "No, no, no, stop" typed out on the top. Whoever is recording cuts the paper and crumples up a large portion of it. They then take the piece to a dirty toilet and attempt to flush it. This person then proceeds to stab at a red table with some sort of headphone or audio jack before hitting a wall with either the same wire or a black rope. As all of this occurs, there's some strange audio track playing over everything. The rest of the videos seem to be cell phone clips obtained from someone's daily activities, such as driving in a car or visiting a Starbucks. Most of the videos have a jazz or rock track layered over them, but they're all titled things like Zawan makes us faster, Serve Zawan, and other related things. Another dark and confusing video on this channel is titled Who is Zawan? The contents of the video vaguely explain what can only be understood as some godlike entity. The video also offers the same symbol used as the channel's logo. Some of the comments are from channels sharing the same logo saying things like, "My task is complete." The entire project gives a strange digital cult feel, and it'd be no surprise if more, even darker videos caught the attention of horror buffs across the web. Craigslist tape found. This video comes along with a story from Reddit by user Enter Your Text Here. However, it was uploaded to YouTube and read by The Glitched 64 reads in early February 2016. The story goes that an English teacher bought a batch of Edgar Allan Poe VHS tapes. The seller of the tapes promised that he would have the tapes to him by the 23rd of January. On the 31st, only a few minutes after getting the package at his front door, the teacher receives a phone call from the seller, whose voice was apparently really weird. He asked, "Has it come yet? They're probably there, huh?" The teacher responded, "Who is this?" And the seller simply said, "The tapes, did you get them yet?" He confirmed that he had received the order, but the conversation went on for 5 more minutes, where every time the call would break up, the seller would call back from a new number. When the call finally ended and the teacher went through his tapes, he found that most of them were in normal condition aside from one. It seemed to have been taped over. Most of the content was from old Nickelodeon shows, but there were some pretty unsettling scenes from the movie Cube Zero, where a man's flesh burns off. There's also a recording of the night sky and a short clip from the popular music video Rubber Johnny that was once related to the horror community. Aside from these few creepy things, the teacher said that the most unsettling thing was the vibe he got about the tapes. It's got to be pretty easy to imagine how getting something like this in the mail just after a sketchy phone call can make someone not only nervous but scared as well. Meat sleep. This entry is based more around an entire series of videos as opposed to a single one. This channel has caused its audience to be filled with questions, fear, and theories. Some believe that it's a work of fiction like an art project or horror film promo. Others believe it is a secret message from someone being held captive and abused, or messages from the abuser himself. Another theory is that this is part of a reality game. The first video by this channel, the video that gained the most attention, is titled Ingrate, Surrounded by Symbols. The video is shot in a damp and dark basement. Random trash is thrown across the floor, and there's either a flickering effect happening with the footage, or there's a light that flickers constantly. There's also distorted audio of a voice saying, "You live here, I gave you a home, you're ungrateful."
You live here. I let you live here. I gave you a home. Now you live here. You're ungrateful.
These images give the idea that whoever lives here is living there against their will. Their bed seems to be a wet sleeping bag, and there's no bathroom, of course no food, and the conditions are generally unhealthy. There are several videos in this series, and several things that point to what this could be, such as a girl's hand coming from the bottom of the basement door, images of newspaper clippings of missing or abused women, women being filmed from a distance in parking garages, an ad for a date rape drug, and far-off shots of crime scenes. Coming across something like this with no idea what you're watching can be pretty concerning. It's clearly about kidnapping of some sort, and other videos that show meat being cooked could also suggest a hint of cannibalism. Scare Theater has done a great in-depth analysis of the content of this channel. Even with this analysis though, there's still no certain answer as to what is really going on with these videos. There are several theories going around the web, and when taking details into account for each theory, any of them could be true. It's probably certain that this is not just found footage, as it seems to be edited and published with a clear plan. The message behind the project is a more questionable topic. Is this just an elaborate art project or game? Is this a series published by a victim of abuse? Or is this the work of a serial killer trying to admit to his crimes?